Replacing the blue belt on the iJetColor 1175 envelope press. For this repair, you will need an Imperial Allen wrench set, a Phillips head screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, and a small adjustable crescent wrench. Begin by removing the head from the unit. This can be accomplished by first powering down the head. Then, remove the wire clip from the base of the ball attachment on the piston. Then pull the ball attachment free. Remove the 4 screws at the back of the head which hold it to the base. 2 screws will be near the exit, and the other 2 screws will be located under the protruding black plate. Finally, unplug the cables, remove the head, and set it aside. Now remove all the skins from the machine. They are held on with Phillips head screws. Note that one of the skins on the operator side may have an internal screw which attaches it to the base. Lift the belt assembly to its highest point, such that the cams are fully vertical, as shown on screen. On the operator side, remove the small set screw that connects the linear bearing to the cam. Be careful. This set screw holds a small bearing in place that you will need to put back on during reassembly. Put the set screw and small bearing aside, and repeat this for the other cam. Then, lift off the bearing bracket and set it aside. Next, remove the linear bearings from the non-operator exit side of the machine. Loosen the square-headed bolt on the exit side belt tensioners Then, remove the screws which attach the exit bearing until it comes out and the tensioners can be removed. Remove the metal plates from under the blue belt. They will be held on with Phillips head screws. Push out the feeder assembly in the process. Next, remove the print platen by taking off the small screw holding it on using a 1/16 inch Allen wrench. Remove the exit side belt shaft. Now, detach the small outrigger screw which anchors the encoder to the frame. Loosen the collar that sits between the encoder and the frame using a 7/64 inch Allen wrench. You may need to move the belt in order to get a good angle. Unscrew the cable from the bottom of the encoder and remove it from the shaft. Then, remove the 6 screws which hold the shaft plate to the frame. Using the same Allen wrench, remove the upper shaft brackets at the entry side of the belt and remove the shaft. Finally, remove the upper shaft brackets from the non-operator side of the belt assembly and then remove the shaft plate to extract the belt from the machine. Route the belt around the shafts such that it matches the configuration shown on screen. Realign the shafts with the shaft plate. Then fasten the shaft plate in place. Reinsert the large end roller on the entry side, taking care to thread the belt through the guides inside the machine. Once the roller is in and the belt is threaded through the guides, reattach the upper shaft brackets. Now, thread the end roller at the exit side through the belt. Reinsert the bearings at each side of the roller. You may need to use a screwdriver or other wedge in order to maneuver the bearings into position. Now, reinsert the metal plates which sit under the blue belt. Now tighten the belt tensioners until they reach the ends of their slots. Then attach the screws to the metal plates. Now, reattach the non-operator exit side linear bearing. Attach the encoder and tighten down the outrigger screw. Then, tighten down the set screw on the collar. Recall that the size of the set screw is 7/64. Reinsert the two screws into each tensioner block. You may need to loosen the tensioner screws or lever the tensioner blocks into position in order to make the screws line up. Thread the bearing brackets back onto the linear bearings at both sides. Recall that the hinged bearing bracket goes on the non-operator side. Now, take the tiny bearing and maneuver it into position at the top of the inside of the cam. Hold it in place with a screwdriver while you thread the set screw into position. Do this for both sides. Now, attach the encoder cable. From here, we will reinstall the head. Put the head back on the table and line up the holes. Insert the 4 screws at the back of the head. Then, reattach the head to the gas piston by inserting the aluminum protrusion into the end of the gas piston. Insert the C-clip through the hole on the left side of the piston and from there, reinstall the skins. Now, the machine is ready to go.